It is estimated that 90% of church pastors in Africa have no formal biblical and theological training. As a result, false doctrines and syncretistic expressions of the Christian faith are rampant throughout Africa. Have you heard of the Shakahola massacre in Malindi, Kenya? In the incident, over 600 people were murdered due to false teaching. They were starved to death, and others were brutally killed so that they could see Jesus. That's why CDM is in Africa, to offer solid training to local pastors through the ITEM program and equip them for ministry. This includes imparting knowledge about the gospel of Christ and helping them to discern and address false doctrines, such as the Shakahola massacre in Malindi, Kenya. Gospel Garden Bible College GGBC is a missionary school that has trained local pastors and has planted over 40 churches in Kenya. It is also affiliated with Gospel Garden Church of Kenya GGCK, whose senior pastor is Pastor Shalom, a Korean missionary, and the GGBC school principal. On February 22, 2024, Reverend Gong, along with our certified study leader Pastor Hongo and Pastor Samuel, were hosted by Pastor Shalom to conduct the ITEM seminar, which was attended by 20 enthusiastic evangelists ready to be equipped for deeper discipleship. After the seminar, we added them to our online system so that they could independently continue with the ITEM studies in their own churches. On March 17, 2024, Reverend Gong and his wife missionary Jane were also invited to speak at GGCK. The service was supplemented by an inspiring testimony shared by missionary Jane titled Resurrection from the Dead. And Reverend Gong delivered a sermon titled Salvation to be Experienced from the first chapter of the Christianity 101 ITEM study book. No matter what setting of the Christian life we are, mastery of the basics is essential to success. Christianity 101 covers a lot of the basics, and Lesson 1 puts the most basic subject of all under the microscope: salvation. The ITEM Training Center in Sindo equips local pastors and supports orphans in the community. CDM Administrative Worker Daniel Jose and our certified study leader Pastor Kennedy Raydara conducted an ITEM seminar at Sindo Inland Baptist Church for 20 local pastors from the Church Leaders Association. They also engaged the participants in group discussions on Christianity 101. We prayed that, with solid training and skills, the pastors could positively impact the community so that the culture and worldview can be transformed. Our mission director, Rev. Gong, and his wife, Jane, extended their visit to Mfangano Island, situated in the eastern part of Lake Victoria, Kenya. Spanning 65 square kilometers with an estimated population of 30,000, Mfangano Island hosts the largest population of Olusuba or Suba language speakers in Kenya. The primary religions practiced by the locals include African traditional beliefs, Catholicism, Pentecostalism, and Seventh-day Adventism. The primary purpose of our visit was to gain a deeper understanding of the Suba tribe's culture and context. We conducted numerous interviews with local people and actively participated in their community activities to gather valuable insights into their way of life. Through this participatory observation, we acquired significant information about the community.
Yeah, can you talk to me again about this?
Okay. If you open you open the door.
Yes.
Then you put this one inside. Then you put fire. And then you put fish on this one here. And then you start trying it. If you put it in the
We discovered that the Suba people have a unique perspective on the integration of traditional culture and Christianity, which is crucial for understanding and respecting their beliefs and values. Additionally, they face various challenges such as inadequate infrastructure, limited access to education and healthcare resources, and a lack of employment opportunities. Our ultimate goal is contextualization, aiming to share the gospel in a way that resonates with their cultural context and worldview. To achieve this goal, we plan to initiate an ITEM seminar in mid-June as a first practical step. Hopefully 40 local pastors from the 3 Christianity denominations participate in it. During our return journey to the mission station CDM house, we felt guided by the Spirit to revisit Kisumu, where we had the privilege of meeting Pastor Kennedy Raydara. Pastor Ridara is not only an item certified leader but also a local teacher at Alindu High School. During our discussions, Pastor Ridara shared us his using item studies at both the school and his church. Excitingly and encouraging, the item study has already commenced at the school, with 60 enthusiastic students in 3 groups, engaging discussions centered around Christianity 101, led by the school chaplain, and 2 other teachers, also our certified study leaders. These discussions take place once a week on Thursdays. Despite encountering challenges related to insufficient study materials, Pastor Ridara and his team's dedication is truly commendable. Their commitment exemplifies the spirit of discipleship outlined in our item operation manual. Moreover, Pastor Ridara proposed extending the item approach beyond his immediate sphere of influence. He aims to share his experiences and insights with colleagues in other high schools and intends to organize item seminars for local pastors in the Nyanza region. On March 26, 2024, our CDM administrative worker, Daniel, and local supporting co-worker, Pastor Samuel, embarked on a significant journey to Cuso Village in Kitui County, furthering our commitment to supporting our item leaders. Cuso Village stands out for its underdevelopment and semi-arid climate, attributed to irregular rainfall patterns. The living conditions in Cuso paint a sobering picture of hardship, with basic homesteads and lacking proper sanitation facilities. Pastor James shoulders not only the care for his immediate family but also for his siblings, as both of his brothers have passed away, leaving behind widows and children residing in Cuso Village. Poverty is a prevalent challenge in this community, with Pastor James' parents struggling to make ends meet, relying heavily on goat keeping due to limited food production from the land. Through the support of our donors and continued prayers, Pastor James can sustain his ministry and make a lasting difference in the lives of those he serves. Thank you for your ongoing support and prayers. Currently, we have 138 local church pastors and leaders who have completed the full seminar of IDIM and are in the process of leadership certification. Around 2,000 churches in Africa are familiar with the IDIM discipleship program and are earnestly requesting us to implement the program in their churches. That's why we recently had a productive Zoom training meeting with Pastor Ramon, the chairman of IDIM board. The meeting was held on 12 April 2024, attended by IDIM International Director Dr. Gong and Daniel in Africa, Alvin Shu in Asia, Vince in North America, focused on familiarizing the team with the new website, traininginministry.com. Pastor Ramon explained the functionalities of the learning management system, highlighting the roles of students, leaders, and administrators. We concluded that while introducing students to the new website for learning purposes, we would continue utilizing the itemonline.net website for leadership and missions management purposes, ensuring seamless operations. As we reflect on these endeavors, we're grateful for your unwavering support and prayers, which continue to fuel our mission of equipping and empowering leaders for effective ministry. Together, we're making a tangible difference in communities, one step at a time. Matthew 24 verses 44 to 45. So you also must be ready, because the Son of Man will come at an hour when you do not expect him. Who then is the faithful and wise servant, whom the master has put in charge of the servants in his household to give them their food at the proper time?